Hey folks, you've seen this guitar before, but it's a completely different experience to the first one, and kind of a different guitar. This is another of the Sawtooth series Teles, or T-style guitars. And you might remember I did a video on one a little while back. I kind of fought it a little bit. I was slightly disappointed in the quality. I did a lot of setup work to it. This one is supposedly the same. I mean, it's a surf green ET guitar. However, this one has the cream pickguard. The other one had black. So I'm not sure why there's a difference. I thought it would be the same model, but maybe they do some in cream and some in black. I didn't notice it on any of their documentation. And this one is a lot nicer. It came to me in a lot nicer condition. The fretwork's a lot better. There's no buzzing. I didn't have to do any major surgery to it just to get it to play. I mean, it's not high class, and plugging it in the same settings as I used for the Strat guitar in the last two videos, the Strat and the Urk guitar. The pickups are a lot quieter, but it's a Tele, and you know, the pickups are not supposed to be super hot anyway. And they're pleasant. I would say a lot of people would probably mod them out and change out the parts on these, but they're quite nice. The neck is akin to the Ert neck. It's kind of a D neck with the naked finish on the back, which people like a lot. You know, you've seen this before, so I don't want to do a prolonged video on the specs. But just to emphasize that two guitars, same brand, same model, completely different experience. This is much nicer. I could see somebody getting this out of the box and being pleased with it and thinking they got a deal, whereas the other one would have got a return because it needed some serious setup work that's beyond, you know, your average person's ability or desire to deal with. So it just shows you that a lot of these budget companies, and this is a Sawtooth, there's not a lot of QC, there's not a lot of consistency. So when you buy them, you may have to do a lot of work, you may not. But basically, you can't write off a company on one experience, because you get another guitar and have a completely different experience. And this one is a lot more pleasant. This is a nicer guitar, a nicer setup. Slightly out of tune because I just set it up, but didn't have to do that much. And yeah, I was expecting a fight, and I didn't have it. So I just wanted to relate that to you. This is one of the Sawtooth ET models. I think they go for around $179, maybe $199. Sawtooth is sort of rebranding, reconfiguring their brands with, I always forget his name, Michelangelo Badio is involved with them. And it seems like they've upped their profile. And I have to say, this cheap Tele knockoff, the one I got a couple months ago, was a lot worse than this. So, you know, maybe they're improving. Maybe it's just an instance of quality control being so lacking in these budget companies that it's kind of a crapshoot when you get these things. But this one's a lot nicer. I prefer the black pickguard myself, but some people like this finish as well. Very surfy. You can play your Dick Dale riffs on this. You'll be quite happy. A very non-Fendery looking fretboard, headstock as well, to keep them out of trouble. Alright folks, see you on the next one.